Alright, so Fukushima is still going on, and there's no end to it. This will go on for 1,000 years longer. If I have children, my children, their children, my grandchildren, my children's grandchildren will all be affected by it. There isn't really much we can do other than make people aware of what's going on. So, back to Pilgrim. Um, Following the meeting on March 21st, where we addressed, well, I didn't, a lot of other people who were there addressed all of these emergency shutdowns that happen, continue to happen. There was another uh, incident. Now, here's the fucked up part. They say they're going to close it in 2019 anyway. That's a decision that's been set in stone. They're going to shut it down in 2019. Why won't you just shut it now? See, because here's the thing. They say they're going to refuel it anyway, which is ridiculous. That's what. So you're going to shut it 2 years from now, but you're going to refuel it? It sounds to me, mark me as a conspiracy theorist, but it sounds to me like this plant isn't going to shut down. It's going to be sold from Entergy to another corporation, maybe Exelon. This is what they do. This is what's happening with Fitzpatrick. So, April 4th, there was another incident where, in the preparation for the refueling, the ridiculous, unnecessary refueling of this decrepit old piece of shit plant that's going to kill everything around here, the employees, this is crazy, because they, at the meeting, they showed up. There were a lot of employees, large presence of employees that work at Pilgrim Nuclear Power Plant. They showed up, and they're saying, well, we understand the concerns, but, like, I'm out of a job. I don't. All right, then you got to do your job correctly. They, in the preparation for the refueling, they fucked up. They opened a valve without properly closing another valve, so then there was a leak from a storage pool, which, I mean, so this just radioactive shit that leaked out. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Close it down. We don't need it. I could yell, or I could speak calmly, or it doesn't. People don't listen. They don't want to know, and it sucks because this is the single most important thing over here. I'm not down on the Cape. I'm up in Boston. Well, close to Boston. I give a fuck. Why? Because it's gonna affect us too. I mean, for people down there, it really sucks because it's, you don't even have to say that nuclear killed you. You could say tourism killed you, because people, I sit in that traffic every day. I go down 93 corridor, and it, just to get into Boston. And we think like it's, oh, well, it's the city, John, so of course there's going to be, no, half of that I get off my exit Purchase Street. I'm one of 5 people getting off that exit when I get all the traffic's still sitting there. See you later. Because you know where they're going? They're going down to the fucking Cape. As soon as it gets nice out, the winter's not bad, the commute, but as soon as it gets nice out, just hundreds of people sit in traffic, just snail's pace, crawling down there toward the Cape. And when I look on the other side of the highway coming back, it's the same thing. It's worse. It's worse. They're not even moving. And, so if this thing pops and all this shit spills, dispersed in the air, it's in the water, it's in the land, it's everywhere, you're breathing it in, you're eating it, then these people that live down there, they're not even going to be able to get out. There's no escape. They're not, what, you're going to sit in traffic? Well, this shit just fans out. There's no way out. So, by leaving this open, you're not only putting me and my people at risk, people down there, and we know this shit will kill you in 24 hours. It doesn't take long. So it is madness to even keep this open. Because you say you're going to close it in 2019, then you refuel it. Sounds to me like it's going to be resold. And if it was sold, then the problem isn't resolved. It just means another corporate. So now we got to take the fight. We hate Entergy. Now we got to take the fight to Exelon or whoever. They muck it up. This is what they do. That's corruption. That's what they do. They don't give a fuck. And these are people. The NRC. A lot of the members of the NRC that are present at these meetings in our region, they live in fucking Pennsylvania. And here's the thing: it'll affect them too. Not as bad. It fans out, but I mean, so you got these people. You got the NRC. They're from Pennsylvania. These guys. We gotta fucking communicate to them. They're not listening. They're not trying to hear us. It falls in their lap to close this. We can do all we can, but we don't actually have the power to shut it down. So we have to rely on these people who play ping pong with Entergy. Where's Entergy from? They're from Louisiana. Look at the distance. Are you serious? Well, get the fuck out of our state. Get out of here. We don't want you here. We never wanted you here. It's ridiculous. And so they're refuel it. So you're gonna refuel it. You fuck that up. And you go, oh please, my job. I have a job. There's plenty of people say there's no job. There's plenty of jobs. I don't know. We can use help. My company would. And I don't. It's not the easiest thing in the world to become a nuclear engineer and work in a plant. Like you got to go to school for this stuff, and then you got to consider the severity of the issue. So I'm supposed to feel bad for you when you're not necessarily contributing to. It's not your fault, but see, then it is because you fucked up. I mean, you. Oh my god. This is like trying to rewire a bomb or something. You got to understand the severity of. You got to understand the importance of the job that you do. I understand the working. I'm working class. I get it. All right, but if you're not going to take it seriously, then we're bound to be fucked by this. It's a bomb on the Cape. Do I cut the red wire? Do I cut the blue? The yellow? Yeah, cut the yellow. Yeah. Oh my god. And this is after a meeting where these people were there. A lot of them were there, and we addressed all of these there's just shut down. The thing can't operate. It doesn't work. So why do we even have it open? Why do we have it? Here's the other thing. So you close Pilgrim down. This article comes out. I read it at the Cape Cod Times, and we're talking about 648 whatever. So much energy that we're not going to have. So, on the other end of it, was again, nuclear didn't kill you, fucking tourism killed you, because Cape Wind was supposed to work. We would build a wind farm. And you got all these people who don't live on the Cape coming down there. They go, oh, I don't want to see these ugly wind turbines. Or, the place is supposed to be beautiful. I think a wind turbine is beautiful. It is. I mean, look at it. Look up at a wind turbine. Spend, even 20 seconds just looking at it. That's producing our energy. That could be our future. But not if you're going to be fucking ignorant tourist piece of This is your state. Doesn't matter if you live down there or you live out in bumfuck Western Mass. We're all affected by this. People in Connecticut, Rhode Island are affected by this. People in New Hampshire, Vermont. And it's the same thing with Seabrook. If Seabrook pops, but see, they haven't had as many problems. It's not as severe an issue as Pilgrim. But if Seabrook pops, then we're affected. It's, you're on my land, you're on their land, they're on my land. It's all connected. Because the stuff spreads, it fans out. So, primary objective, shut down Pilgrim. Secondary, build wind farms. Don't worry about these fucking. I don't care about your fucking tourism. Build wind farms. Apparently, my brother was telling me that they're going to build one in New Bedford. Okay, good. But then you have to understand nuclear power. The reason it was such an attractive idea when it came out was because it was a large scale operation. It was a way to provide so much energy to the mass populace. You have one plant, it provides this much energy. But when it comes to wind and solar, they're clean. I mean, they're renewable energy, but you need more. You need more of it. So, good. We're getting a wind farm in New Bedford. Okay, if that's going to happen, I hope it happens. Cape Wind was shut down. That's a massive blow. Where is their wind? That Cape. I mean, that's the perfect fucking spot for it. And no, we're not doing that. Come on, guys. Get your heads out of your asses. This isn't about your fucking tourism. You can go down there. Wind turbines are beautiful. Come on. You'd rather have a ticking time bomb, a decrepit old piece of shit, concrete towers, smog in the air. Like, really? You fucking, you want the coal, you want the nuclear, when we have, these are things, you think about nuclear, this was invented. It was invented. Now, the technology for wind and solar were also invented. However, where does wind come from? Where does solar come from? These are things that have existed forever. And we're still it's an uphill battle to get these built and have them, have a conversion from old decrepit to new beautiful pinwheel. It's frustrating, but I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to give up on it. I don't give up on Fukushima either, but it's like, I don't know. This guy's taking care of it. He's worried I want a piece of his art project or something, so he's getting all pissy about tossing me in a river. Fuck you, dude. I even gave you money. I tried to help you, but no. I'm gonna have to stay local from now on. So it's gonna be Pilgrim, and then it's gonna be Seabrook, and then it's gonna be Millstone, and then it's go all the way down, all over the East Coast. And I talk about this like it's some easy thing, like, okay, so we'll do this, then we'll do this. No, it's good. I mean, I came into this fight against Pilgrim to get this thing shut down at a time where people have been working at it for years, and there has been progress made. But ultimately, like, it's just kind of a coincidence that this is when I realized I had to, do this. I had to contribute to this. That we're really getting the political presence. The whole Cape delegation was at the meeting on March 21st. Like, we're getting closer and closer to a point where we're going to see it shut down, hopefully before 2019. It won't be a victory if we don't shut it before 2019. If it shuts down in 2019, some bad shit's going to... We got to shut it now. We got to shut it now before all these deals are finalized and shit, because this is what they're going to do. They're going to go behind our backs and they're going to fuck us again. Like they fucked us by even building it in the first place. So, no, it's not easy at all, but... And Pilgrim happens to be a case where it's a special case because it's the worst in the country, and it can't operate safely. I don't want nuclear reactors anywhere near me, anywhere on this earth. But then when you go to Seabrook, it's like this. There isn't as much evidence suggesting that this isn't safe. Now we may know that it's not safe. We know that the whole industry isn't safe. This whole idea, because of what it produces, that will kill you. But you just gotta try. We gotta do whatever we can. We gotta be on it. Anytime there's an emergency shutdown, be on it. Be on it right away. What I'm trying to do is I want to build an army. I mean, I wish there were more people doing this. Just kind of just making these videos, communicating to people around them, trying to get people to understand that this is a very important issue, and we need to get this shut down. We need to get them all shut down and get this industry removed. But we need to delete nuclear from human history. So that's my piece for now. Alright, I'll be back.